Do you guys remember this magical piece of the recent pop culture zeitgeist?
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
The motto of House Stark, one of the great houses of Westeros. A message of vigilance to remain tough, as a harsh winter is always just around the corner. Well, for house hackers and home buyers, winter is coming means something else. Reduced competition, a slower market, and better pricing. In real estate, winter is coming is a message of hope. Last year, winter didn't come at all. Prices rose steeply straight through what is usually the off-season. And this year, so far guys, it's not looking too good. Stay tuned as I take you through the latest numbers. I'm Jon Schwartz, a house hacker, investor, and realtor in Los Angeles, California, and you're watching House Hack Los Angeles, a channel about winning in the Los Angeles real estate market. This is my bi-weekly market update for December 7th, 2021. Each Sunday, I review the week's MLS activity for Los Angeles County to bring you the latest in what's happening in our market. These numbers come straight from the MLS, and you won't find these graphs anywhere else because I make them. If this is your first time watching the update, here's a quick explainer. Each graph covers the previous 12 weeks. The bars represent actual weekly numbers, and the line represents the 4-week trailing average. This smooths out the noise and helps us identify trends. Now, let's get into this week's data. In single-family listing activity, we see the drop-off in new listings that we expect as we go into winter. However, sales, this dark red area, has remained relatively flat over the last 3 months. Fewer listings, while sales remain constant, results in this sharp decline of net new listings. How does this affect pricing? Well, this is what has me bummed. Looking at single-family sales indicators, we see a market that hasn't slowed down or produced more favorable pricing. Average price per square foot, which was pleasantly flatlining back in September, October, has since been on the rise. The market appeared to be slowing in November, but median days on market is back exactly where it was 3 months ago. And sale price to list price ratio remains stubbornly above 100%, meaning homes continue to sell over asking. To be blunt, this isn't what we should be seeing this time of year. Sale price to list price ratio should drop under 100%, median days on market should be a little higher, and price per square foot should be a little lower. These indicators reinforce my thesis that a supply and demand imbalance is what's underpinning the housing market right now. And it's that serious imbalance that protects us from a 2008 style crash. For more information on that, check out the video above, which I'll also link to in the description. In condos, we have something closer to a normal winter. Net new listings has dramatically contracted to a third of what it was 3 months ago. You can also see in this graph how drastically the real estate market shrinks on Thanksgiving week. That's nothing exceptional. Every Thanksgiving week looks like this. In condo sales indicators, we see a market that is feeling some wintry goodness. Price per square foot is up, but barely. Median days on market is up, though also barely. And sale price to list price ratio is down, though barely. This isn't the winter relief that I was hoping to see, but it's something. I'll take it. Looking at residential multifamily listings, and remember we're talking about 2 to 4 unit properties here, we have more of the same. Net new listings are down, average price per unit is up, median days on market is down, and sale price to list price ratio is flat. Anecdotally, I've definitely seen a slowdown of good multifamily offerings in the last, say, 2 months. I think a lot of good properties came to market in the late summer, early fall, when investors were worried that Biden would eliminate or cap the 1031 exchange. Some investors rushed to execute a 1031 exchange while they still could. Now that it looks like 1031 exchanges aren't going anywhere, I think investors holding on to solid properties have less incentive to sell. So we're seeing less of them. Again, that's anecdotal, and frankly it's speculative, but it's what I'm seeing. And lastly, looking at LA County vacancies as reported on apartments.com, we can see the number of advertised vacant units really dropped Thanksgiving week. Does this mean there were fewer vacant apartments for a week? No, it just means fewer were advertised. In effect, nobody is looking for a new apartment over Thanksgiving weekend, so why even advertise? I'll be interested to see how this graph moves as we move into the spring. The big question is, how much inventory is ready, but not yet being advertised? December is a tough month to fill vacancies, so there's definitely some number of vacant units that won't hit the market until the spring. I'll be keeping an eye on that. Want to know why your LA starter home should be a duplex? Check out this video. And subscribe for more market updates like this one, out every other Tuesday. See you then.